Okay, so the topic that I was assigned was Diwali, and it is the most significant Hindu festival celebrated all over India in the autumn season. It's their biggest and most important holiday that they celebrate. It's just as important as Christmas is to Christians, and it falls in October/November. So with that, it falls on the new moon during the Kartik month, which just means that it's the Hindu calendar that like overlaps October and November, and that's when like they celebrate it. It's enjoyed by most Indians, regardless of their faith. So it doesn't really matter what kind of faith you have. You can celebrate it no matter what, and everyone does. A few that celebrate this holiday are the Hindus, Jains, Buddhists, and Sikhs. The background to the name is derived from the row of clay lamps that they all light outside of their homes to symbolize like the inner light that protects from the spiritual darkness. The significance to it is there's a victory of light over the darkness, or good over evil, and with that it brings in prosperity and good luck to those who celebrate. So depending on where they live depends on how they interpret the whole story behind it. So in northern India, their story is of King Rama's return after 14 years of an exile period to Ayodhya after defeating Rayana by lighting the rows of the lamps. In southern India, it's Lord Krishna defeated the demon Narakasura. Sure. Their story in Western India that they believe is that Lord Vishnu, who is like the preserver, who is one of many gods of the Hindu Trinity, who sent the demon King Bali to rule the netherworld. It's also a 5-day long festival that's celebrated by the people, and there's a lot of preparations and rituals that go into it. So the 5 days, it starts off with the first day being the day that the people clean their homes, do their spring cleaning, literally clean their house head to toe. Every nook and cranny that you can get into, they'll clean it. They'll redecorate, renovate, do whatever they need to in order to get ready for it. And they shop for both gold and kitchen utensils. On the second day, people decorate their homes with the clay lamps and create these designs called rangoli. And they draw them on the floors using colored powder or sands. So they usually put them in front of doors and walkways. On the third day, it's the main day that is celebrated, and this is when like families gather together and they all say a prayer. The goddess Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth, and after their prayer will come the feasts and the fireworks. They are trying to make this festival as pollution free as possible by taking out the firework aspect of it, because the firework put off like pollutants such as like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. So with that, like they're trying to eliminate that. On the fourth day, it's the first day of the new year. This is when they all visit their families and the neighbors, and they all bring gifts, and they give out their best wishes for the seasons to strengthen all their bonds together. And on the fifth and last day, this is when like the brothers of the family go to visit their sisters, and they're welcomed with both love and like lavished meals. It does take a lot of preparing to get ready for this, obviously, because of like the cleaning, the renovating, decorating, you name it. Usually some people take up to months before the festival begins to get ready for this. There is a downside to it. Doctors do prohibit those with like lung and heart disease, hypertension and diabetes to like stay inside and to kind of be like aware of everything that goes on, because there is a lot of eating, and they will consume like highly saturated foods and sweets in like really high amounts. And because of the pollution caused by the firecrackers, like it'll affect obviously those with lung and heart diseases. It does have a positive impact on the Canadian society. The whole meaning behind it, like it kind of just teaches people how to come together and to appreciate the ones around you and your family, obviously, and teaches everyone how to live in harmony, and they like to celebrate each other pretty much. And obviously in Canada, like, we're all about positivity and diversity, so it's a great festival to show that. Anyways, I think that this festival is actually kind of interesting because it's just like a bunch of people coming together in their neighborhoods and everything, and they're just sharing a bunch of food and prayers and just a bunch of stuff to get everyone together and to appreciate each other. And I think it's actually pretty cool that they all celebrate this. I think it'd be a fun time.